Razer TV is on a food heritage trail at Little India, and with our 1 kg of dried chili and coriander seeds that we had purchased from the spice shop, we now head to a flour mill to freshly grind our spices to use in the Chicken Tikka demonstration that Chef Milind Sovani will be conducting. How often do you come to Little India yourself?
Once a week.
Once a week?
Mustafa most of the times.
Oh yeah, that place is the best. It has everything.
Yeah. This gentleman, they said they do the rolling. They roll these are the breads that they do, yeah. So they're rolling, chapati. This, I think, they do thousands of chapatis every day. I just see the whole day he's just making chapatis.
So we're grinding them at the restaurant or?
No, it's a flour shop.
Oh wow.
Flour mill, yeah.
This is a place where anyone can come and just grind themselves? Oh really?
It's one of the very few shops now in Singapore who you can get your own spice and get it ground from them.
So typically people would come here and they would pay about $3 to grind 1 kg, and in the meantime they will just wait outside here and wait for all the spices to be ground up. So they're cooling out the chili powder. The process of grinding into chili powder heats it up. So what they do is they lay down on this bed just to cool it down. Maybe I can. Gotta be careful in Little India. Traffic will get you.
Zuerst war ich der Detektiv, der niemals schlief.
I'll show you a recipe, and normally when I show Indian recipes, people tend to think that Indian food is very complicated to make. And as an Indian chef, I think it's my responsibility to make it easy and understandable for people so that they can cook Indian food and enjoy the deliciousness. So the dish that we are preparing is a very typical North Indian kebab item called Chicken Tikka. Chicken Tikka perhaps now is one of the most popular dishes globally. And the last year's national dish of United Kingdom or in England was Chicken Tikka masala. Chicken Tikka, a dish which is cooked in tandoor, and it is most of the times quite misunderstood. People think tandoor is name of a dish. Actually, tandoor is an oven, and anything that is cooked in a tandoor oven becomes tandoori. Tandoor is an oven. It's a clay oven which runs on charcoal, and anything cooked in tandoor is tandoori. So let's see what are the ingredients. This is chicken tikka, or the chicken which we have cut into boneless chicken, preferably the thigh leg portion or the thigh portion of chicken cut into 2-inch cubes. For marination, we are going to require yogurt. This is simple, plain, natural yogurt. Make sure that the yogurt is as thick as possible, because the more thick it is, it will coat the chicken properly and will marinate well. So if you have a yogurt at home which is watery, just tie it in a muslin cloth, remove the water and make it thick. Yeah. This is ginger and garlic paste. So almost garlic 40%, ginger 60% kind of a paste made together, ginger and garlic. These two are going to act as the tenderizers for the chicken. The spices that we're going to add, this is a garam masala powder. Garam in Indian cuisine means, or in Hindi means hot, warm. Yeah. So garam masala means the spices which are going to give the warmth or the heat to the food is a garam masala. So it's a combination of various different spices. For example, there are almost more than 20 spices in this, but broadly I can say cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, bay leaf, coriander, cumin, all of them have gone into this. This is the chili powder that we just ground at the store. The nice red color they have. This is the coriander seeds powder that we just ground at the shop. Salt. And this is a very unique ingredient. This is the mustard oil. So mustard oil gives a very nice pungent flavor to the chicken tikka. And because when it is smoked, it gives a nice smoky flavor also. This is orange red color. Most of the places you go and you see in the Indian shops, there are tandoori chicken hanging from a skewer like that. They are all nice bright red in color. In earlier days, they used to make red chili paste, and the red chilies were not as adulterated as they are today. So the red chilies used to be really red. But now, as everything is becoming artificial, the red chilies are not remaining very red, and that's why chefs tend to add red color. This is a food color, safe to use, but it's optional. So we're going to just make the marination first. Just make sure that your yogurt doesn't have lumps or boils in it. Add in ginger garlic paste. Red chili powder. Coriander powder, maybe only half teaspoon. Garam masala, it's very fragrant but it's quite strong, so not more, half teaspoon. Salt as per taste. Just mix it up nicely. We'll just add a little bit of red color. We don't want to make it too much because too much artificial colorings are not good. So I think this color is right, just enough. If you make, if you use red chilies whole at home and you slightly blanch them in warm water and make a fine paste, the paste can have a real good red color. Then you won't need to add artificial coloring. We'll add in a teaspoon of mustard oil. It's a very typical thing that most of the mustard seeds are used in northern India for tempering, and in southern India. But in northern India, they will mostly use mustard oil, either for deep frying or even for cooking. They might use mustard oil, but it's very pungent and very bitter. So you need to really smoke it before you cook it. So smoke the mustard oil and only then cook food. We'll add in the chicken tikka. I think after mixing it, if you are making it at home, I would suggest that you do this process a day in advance. Maybe you can do it a night before, cover it up and leave it in a refrigerator. So you'll have the chicken really absorbing all the spices, the meat being tenderized because of the yogurt and the ginger garlic. So next day your kebabs will be soft and succulent. The beauty of a tandoor cooking, it's not like a normal oven. It is not only doing a roasting or a grilling. It does two things at one time. It does smoking also. So we are going to apply these chicken on the here is, if you just pierce it in one way, then they may tend to fall. So what you need to do is you need to pierce them twice, once and twice, something like that. But if you don't have a tandoor, no worry, you can cook this in a conventional oven at 170 degrees for say 20 minutes. So we'll take it to the center, make sure that they have sufficient gap in between them so that they don't remain raw in the center, and this will go inside the tandoor now. You can cover the lid. Okay, we have kept a pre-done seek for you ready. What we need to do is, while it's been cooked, we'll apply a little bit of fat to this. After applying fat, maybe just leave it for a few more minutes and it's done. I think our chicken tikka is ready now. As you can see, it's still juicy and soft.
After a long day of going through Little India, finding out about the culture, especially the food, there's one last thing to do, and that is to eat. On the Heritage Trail, not only did I get to try a lot of good Indian food, but Chef Milind Sovani offered a wealth of knowledge on the various health benefits certain Indian spices can provide. If you don't want to miss out on all the details, check out the Heritage Trails during the Singapore Food Festival.